Greetings, Game Master Player here, and there's been a lot of changes in Sword Coast Legends since I've started the game, and what I'm going to do now is go through character generation again one more time. Well, maybe not one more time, but another time, so we can see the new options and see the new stuff. So, let's get back into this real quick. Create a new guy. I have a couple other characters I've brought in, so... But let's see what we have here. If I'm not mistaken, the classes have not changed at all. You know, Ranger, Fighter, Cleric, Rogue, Wizard, Paladin. So that hasn't changed. We still have the Halfling race, the Half-Elf, the Human, which has different variants now, which is kind of cool. Very nice. Do we have anything for the Half-Elf? No. Do we have anything for the Halfling? We should. Lightfoot, Strongheart, and that's it. Okay, let's go back to... We're in Human. Elf. We've got Moon Elf, Sun Elf, Wood Elf, and Drow now. Nice. +2 Dexterity, +1 Charisma. Status immune to sleep, racial bonus search, fairy fire, darkness, proficiencies, rapier, short sword, and light crossbow. That's a bit different. What do we have for the dwarf? The gold dwarf, the shield dwarf. That's it still for the dwarves. Okay, we get the halflings. Let's see if anything changed on the humans. They're just all the same. +1 all ability scores. 3 points to apply maximum 2 in a score, +2 skill points. Okay, that's a little bit different. But this one, is this the same? Yeah. +1 all scores, so the variant. So that's kind of nice. I don't remember seeing that before. So that was, that's something that's new. Or is it? I don't remember now. It's been such a long time since I had to make a character, and I've been flying through it when I needed to, so, I think I may have seen this one. Well, then again, when I first started, they've changed the game a lot, so. Let's look at the backgrounds real quick, see if anything's changed in the background. We've got the Noble, the Outlander, the Pirate, the Sage, the Sailor, Soldier, Spy, Urchin. I think we did Urchin already. Yeah. Which is nice because they get to move faster. +1 Dexterity. Well, that's actually a really nice... I don't remember if I remember seeing Urchin there before. That's pretty good. Gold's terrible, but whoopity-doo. Oh, that's nice if you're greedy. Starting gold 50, +1 Dexterity, +10% gold found. That's nice. Anything change with Soldier? Not really. Sailor... Not really. Sage. Basically the same. Pirate is still basically the same. Outlander is basically the same. Noble still, yeah, lots of money. Knight is about the same as, yep, okay. Hermit. Okay, no, that's about the same. Guild Merchant. I think that's about the same. Artisan. About the same, but you get a +1 intelligence, which is nice for wizards. Gladiator, that's the beasts one. Folk hero, physical damage, but you get charisma. Entertainer, charisma, and the healing is really nice. Criminal, lockpicking, dexterity, charlatan, charisma, wisdom, and charisma saves. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Alkalite, all healing given, +1 wisdom. Okay. So, I don't remember seeing the Urchin, I could be wrong. That move speed is kind of a nice passive bonus, so, especially if you're a class that needs to, get away. So, but, obviously, like I said, the Drow is the newest on that. So, Drow Urchin. We're just going to go next, just to check the appearance out, what we can change here. Yeah, but Drow aren't supposed to be that kind of color. Kind of old looking. And then the scarred ones. Hair. Oh, hair color. Huh. Interesting. Hairstyles. Looks like the same elven hairstyles for the most part. not much change really. So, and on top of that, since we're, character generation is a big thing, but also, oh wait, cancel. Yes, I want to exit character generation. There's different modules and stuff that most people, no, right back. What was that? Oh yeah, okay, that's what I want. Make it new, make it normal, and then you have the ability to download lots of different modules, which is really, really cool. I've got 3 downloaded already, just to mess with a few things. One is I wanted to see the kind of items that there would be, and that's what the shopping one is. The training camp plus mega dungeon, that's just to get experience. So let's say you've got a guy that's playing, you got a group that's been playing for a little while, and you're level 10 or something like that, and somebody wants to start a new character. Well, this will just level them up real fast to level 10. So that way you can jump right in with the rest of the group and not feel far behind. So, and this is one I actually wanted to test, but the other advantage is there are so many modules now. Page 1 of 111. So the game kind of pays for itself, on all honesty. Because even if you power through the game itself, you've got all these different modules you can possibly do. There's features ones, the Lost Mine of Phandelver, which is actually the starter box set for D&D 5th edition. Somebody made that, which is really cool. So, and I'm actually going to download that because I want to try it. So, add some quests, new characters. So, a lot of people don't know why it's not rating any better. That's kind of surprising. I'm going to download that one. There's different featured, and there's all featured all, and you can search for them by particular name if you wanted to. But I sort by rating. There's ones that aren't rated, but sort by rating, or how many have rated. Maybe just do it that way. So, a lot of people have rated this one. That's why it's probably not as good. Training Camp Mega Dungeon and the Power Leveler, same thing. They're very similar in that aspect. So there's a lot of those that do that. But again, the idea is to really just get a nice game that you can find. Like you can look for particular ones that if you know the author or some of your friends like, hey, I tried this one. It's called so and so, and then you just do a search for it. And see what you can find. Goonies, nice. So you just, and some of them, like I said, they are just power gaming stuff. It is what it is. People bring what they can, and they want to maximize their characters as best they can, as quickly as they can. So power level. But then there's other ones that are a lot bigger. So and let's go back, and let's see. And there are particular ones that are Chris Perkins approved, which are feature modules. So, and it's it's kind of nice. So the thing is, so check it out here. So now I got to look for Knights of the Green Flame. Sure, I can do that. Knights of the Green Flame. Let's see what I can find. And okay, let's go back to player. Campaign module, new. Just want to do normal, find, and it's not at the top. And it wasn't one of the featured, was it? I don't remember. No, it wasn't one of the featured. So, if I could spell Knights right, that would be smart. Knights of the Green Flame. There we go. Perkins approved. So I can also do that. Can I click on his name? No. Can I right click? It'd make some things so much easier if I could do that. Let me see if I can change it by that. I can just search for Perkins. No modules found. They can't do it by author like that. That stinks. So we'll just do. See if I can find Perkins. And here, I can't. So, we'll try that. Yeah, I wish I could actually grab from. See, they're still working on a few things, and I may have to send an email in on this one too, and say, hey, you know, it'd be nice if we can search by author or filter by author. That'd be fantastic. So I'm actually gonna download it though, because that would be awesome. But there's a lot of pages to sort through, so most likely it's going to be on the top of the downloaded list. You get the ones that are really good, and most people have heard about, they're going to download them more, so obviously this one, it's a good one. There's one there, so NS, that might be a good Dark Frontier. Maybe. That could be good. So, but if I wanted to look for particular ones, I would just search and see what I can find. But see, some of these are really nice looking, just by looking at it. Lots of information about it, which is good. Most of the version. See, that's nice. Legend of Acts 1 through 5 may have multiple chapters, follow-up stories, depending on how awesome the DM editor becomes. So, people are still looking at it, still working on it. Series modules that will attempt to take the player on an adventure beyond simple dungeoneering. Intended to be a long campaign with many areas, not all tied to the storyline. Multiple side quests. Not a training mod. Treat this as you would a normal campaign. Stories will branch into 5 or more different modules, reaching as far as Underdark and back. So that's kind of nice. You've got some stuff that's pretty, in depth, which is a really good thing too. Burning Dawn Trials Part 1. You begin as a new recruit of the Order of the Burning Dawn. In order to join the ranks of the Order, you must first aid the Burning Dawn in a number of tasks throughout Faerun. So. And it's all looks like about 3 hours to play, so that's pretty nice. Optimized for levels 1 through 5, so people can play something that's kind of really part of the kind of fits like it's part of the campaign itself for the main story. So that's kind of nice, but it's really important. I wanted everybody to know that they can grab all this. There's new character options. Not much has changed. The human variant, I don't remember if that was in the original or not, and also the Drow now. So they've added a few things in character generation. I don't know if they tweaked any of the backgrounds. I'd actually have to go through my original video all over again, which I probably should have. I apologize. And actually pointing out the differences. But they are doing a good job, doing the best they can to keep this updated, and they've made a lot of patches and corrections because a lot of people have complained about certain things about the game. Now, I honestly didn't have a big problem with the game at all when I first started playing it. So, I was having fun. Maybe that's just me. I'm a different kind of person. So, and I knew it was brand new, and I knew that it was going to have some growing pains. So, and I just, I liked it for what it was. So, and now that I've also got the advantage of being able to download different campaign modules, the game is basically going to be endless. And that's what I really like about it. You might, just like any other role-playing game, you'll take a character, you'll play them out, and then you'll start a new campaign, you'll do a new character, and start all over again. So, and that's what this actually is really nice. It allows you to actually be able to do more than just play the the base game and be done with it, or in some cases install all these like a core game and install mods to make it more interesting. Like Gary's mod is one of them. You can install different mods and you get different games out of it. This is just this is basically like a role-playing game. You just get different modules. So different characters, different modules, different stories. You can make new characters for new modules and things like that. And then even the DM can get involved and help run the game from the background and make changes and stuff like that too, which actually makes it very, very entertaining as well. Speaking of which, hoping in the future I can get a few people to play and so I can DM and actually show those tools and show the features for it. Working on that. Still working on that. Some people are camera shy. Go figure. So, but anyway, that's it for now. I just wanted to show everybody some of the changes and some of the fun things, and I've got a lot of different characters now. Well, not very high level stuff. Paladin, cleric, fighter, and a wizard. I don't have a rogue and a ranger yet. Ranger I kind of want to work with, and the rogue is one I really want to work with too. So I haven't done that yet, but this is my my Munchkin character, I like to call it. The reason I picked Elven Wizard is because as an elf, I can use the longbow, I can use a longsword, a lot of things like that. That's the reason I actually picked that race and stuff. So he's my more of my solo character. So this is for a party that I'm playing with another group. My paladin is my personal story arc one. And then I've got a fighter I made just to go through different dungeons and different, because you can do just a dungeon crawl. You just click on a quick dungeon crawl, jump in, kill mobs, or kill, whatever. You can, I'll give you an example. I'll do a quick dungeon crawl, I'll just do an easy one, and it's just going to be, we'll do settings. I'll do solo difficulty, that's fine. We'll start. Fast, nothing crazy. If you just want to, I use it to basically, I play around with seeing what is available. Oh yeah, my points have been refunded, that's fine. But you basically create your dungeon. You can call it whatever you want, you can collect things, so you can collect amethyst shards or bone dust, you can, there's so many different things you can collect. And you collect them, and then you get a reward, a random weapon, random stuff. Defeat the enemies, or defeat the enemies. That's one of them. And you defeat certain enemies that are gonna be thrown in there. Like I'm gonna have demon cultists or undead. They're gonna be in there, and I defeat 5, and I'll get random armor for it. And that's the thing. Defeat the boss. And, what's the boss? It'd be a priest. No, I don't want a priest. Mercenary leader. No. Necromancer. Maybe a demonic shadow. That sounds like a good one. And reward, I'm gonna do another random weapon. And what you do is you set this up. So and you do what you can to make it really interesting. You make your stuff interesting. So that way you don't have to worry about you can just do random stuff, and I'm just gonna hit back on this one because I think I'm done. So and here's the thing, dungeon settings, return to camp on party wipe, add boss room on last floor. I can add a floor. I change the base creature sets that spawn that are in the area, and different difficulties, hard, normal, easy, same thing. Lighting, you can change the lighting to, darkness, crimson, just so many different options. You can make it huge, I think, just small, medium, or large. You can make it complex, and you can change the tile set, castle, catacombs, drow caves, Druger stronghold, sewers, spider keep, lost mines. There's all these different options you can, and then you can add a floor. So, and then the next floor, very similar. And you do the same thing, and you can add a floor. So you can basically just make a fast dungeon crawl, play it, get some loot, get some stuff, play with your character. The one thing I like to do is to go to the different dungeons and actually just look at the tile sets and things like that I can possibly do as a dungeon master and set my own module for it. So, but at any point in time, you can hey, we'll just jump in and let's go kill monsters or something. You can do that. Let's have a little minor quest, just a minor, like a one shot. It's basically like running a one shot if you're doing pencil or pen and paper. So, it's nothing intricate, nothing in depth. Just we're just gonna get some XP and get some loot, and we're gonna go do this, and life is good. So, and I believe now this is just the solo one. I believe you can also do it a dungeon crawl with a DM even, so he can throw stuff, or he or she, can throw stuff at you randomly, make it more exciting. So, little things about the game that I should have pointed out ahead of time, and some changes. And again, it's I think the game, especially if they start keeping it going over the years with some upgraded graphics and things like that, this game's going to last a very long time. So, because the more tile sets they add, the more things that they add to the game, or make either DLC, or if the community is able to start adding things like that, then this is basically going to turn into an endless, fun, just like Neverwinter Nights, the original Neverwinter Nights was, because The original Neverwinter Nights just had campaign after module campaign, and they had some downloadable content or expansions, and it was cool and everything was great, and it was basically you could play until you didn't want it. You got sick, completely sick of the game. So, but it doesn't get boring. It's not going to get boring. So, and I really recommend the game again if you couldn't tell, but only because it stays interesting. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough for today. I will see you guys in another video. I'm going to work on Sword Coast Legends continuing. So, and hopefully that'll be coming up here soon in my list. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Have a good one.